Oh, sweet peas. Beautiful lavender. And we've got beans. Oh, this beautiful lavender. There's beans growing. And that's... oh, they're pumpkins. Oh, and there's some rhubarb. I can see some baby rhubarb. And I know there are tomatoes somewhere because I have to water them. Oh, here are the tomato plants. Oh, there's a nice little hothouse here. Oh, look at these beautiful tomato plants. They're doing really well, aren't they? A little greenhouse. So that's one of my jobs. Oh, pretty flowers. It's so gorgeous. Look at the clematis. Oh, they're beautiful. Wow, so pretty. There's delphiniums. I don't know, are they like a special poppy? I used to have those in France. They're beautiful. The wonderful poppies. We've got lots of little short and tall. I love when people do these cottage gardens with all the different heights and colours. She has a lovely prop there for her clematis. Oh, that's a bit like the ones that you do, Ella. Isn't that gorgeous? But you make them yourself. I bet you'd love this garden, wouldn't you? And Kel would love all the roses. I have lots of friends that are into beautiful gardens. And they're climbing plants there. This is a new little garden here that's got lots of pansies and things that obviously is just turning over for the season. And then lots of lovely, there's foxglove hanging over, more roses. Oh, beautiful, beautiful wisteria. That must be so pretty in spring. Oopsie. Mr. Stab. Hostia. Look at these lovely roses here. Aren't they beautiful? Gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful. Look at that beauty. And there's beautiful ones there. Good morning, my darling. Cup of tea? Oh, thank you so much. Our friends have arrived. Hello, Maisie. Good morning. Now be good and don't jump on me. Good boy. Good boy, Stanley. No jumping. No jumping. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful Maisie. No, down. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. Excellent, Stanley. Excellent. I know it's very exciting when you've got new friends come to the house. I know. Down. Good girl. Good girl. It's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Beautiful boy. Well, here we are. And we're with Maisie, Stanley, and Raph. Raph's way up there. Very quick. And the village is literally behind this hedge. So we're on the edge of the village, but through one of the typical English footpaths, as they call them, public footpaths, which go through fields, on edges of fields. As you can see, I'm just going to turn past David's head. We've come from back there. And yes, lots of places for the doggies to roam, which is wonderful. So being able to let them just have a really good run and not have to have them on leash is wonderful. I'm still an incredibly slow and bumpy walker, as you'll probably tell by my phone, the way it bobs up and down. So, still not really up to doing anything too long. So, but that's okay. That's okay. Getting there slowly but surely, little by little. And as long as the doggies can have a really good run, that's what's most important. Wear themselves out. But it's beautiful. Look at the weather we've got. This is better weather that we left Italy behind, that's for sure. Storms and crazy weather. And we've come to England for sunshine and warm Tuscan weather in the Cotswolds. There you go. We are just walking down the road from our beautiful place where we're living, and we just saw a beautiful barn conversion that we were walking by. We watch them on TV all the time, and gosh, it looks like it's a stunner. Some of these houses are just so gorgeous in this little village. We've just been for a very big walk. Oh, we've got a tangle happening. There we go. You come here, mate. You go with your two. There we go. Yes, we have a we occasionally get tangled when we put them back on the leash. But oh, look at those roses. Oh my goodness me. For all of our flower lovers here, I love this deep French blue, I think they call it. I think it's a variety, a Northcote variety. But someone tell me, please, if I'm wrong, because I used to really be into lavender when I was living in France. And we can't find... Oh, look at all the bees. We can't find a variety that grows well in pots for Tuscany. And this is just, as you can see, absolutely incredible. Just beautiful. Where are the busy bees? Oh, lots of busy bees. Making lavender honey for us. Wonderful. Look at this. Oh. Another thing that we're really delighted about is going through these little villages and still coming across your old red telephone boxes. But look, it's a defibrillator.
And it's a library.
And a library as well. So it's got a defibrillator. Oh, and a village library inside. So you can borrow books in there as well. What a great use of these beautiful old boxes rather than getting rid of them. I just love that. Good morning, hello.
Good morning.
We've just arrived in Cirencester, which is the heart and the capital city, if you like, of the Cotswolds. And we've had a beautiful night in our wonderful Rose Cottage where we're staying. Now that beautiful pub, the Fleece, has been highly recommended to us. And it takes in this beautiful black and white section as well, and the deep blue. It's been highly recommended as a really great place to eat. Oh, even this is called the Corn Hall and Arcade. We're just looking at the beautiful architecture on the outside. Oh, look at the clouds going by. It looks like it's got some lovely shops and things in there. And yes, we were just checking out the beautiful iron gates. They're gorgeous. A beautiful, beautiful facade. Some of the strangest looking creatures on the front, beautifully sculpted. And there's the wonderful clock tower there that we could see in the distance. And mass is happening inside at the moment, so I don't like to film during mass. I know a lot of you are like me and just go crazy about interior design stores, and some of these beautiful streets just have the best looking shops. I want to go into all of them. This one, for example, looks like it would be right up my alley. Look at those urns up on that top floor, David, inside. Yeah. Oh gosh. Will we just have a little squeeze? Mm-hmm. This is yet another restaurant that has been highly recommended to us called Cote, and it's right next to the cathedral in one of the beautiful little side streets, so hopefully we'll be coming back there. They have a fixed menu for £17.95 for 2 courses, which actually for England is pretty good value, I suppose. The prices here are crazy to us in comparison to Italy. David's checking out dress shops. He's always looking at dress shops for me. What a darling. Oh, I have to go where it's pink. Darling, we have to go to where it's pink. Can't go anywhere else. Sorry. This is pretty. Let me just show you what it looks like on the outside. Inside there were lots of people sitting, so I didn't like to film, but it is just pale pink everywhere with hearts everywhere, and it's just like the most gorgeous, cutesy, pale pink paradise. And they have these lovely little lights. You can just imagine in the evening how sweet that is. And we're so lucky. It woke up this morning to rain and quite a grey sky, and look at it now. Hello everyone, we've just sat down. David's ordering coffees inside, and we're at this gorgeous cafe called Lux, and everything is pink. David said, I'll need to have eye surgery after we finish here. He's so funny. Darling, Amore, is this pink not doing it for you?
Oh well, in here it's tolerable, but inside, ooh.
It's a bit overwhelming inside, right?
Lovely, thank you.
Ah, excellent.
Got the small teas.
That looks beautiful, thank you.
Anytime. Do you want any sugars or sweeteners?
No, thank you, we're fine.
Okay, guys,
Excellent, thank you so much. Looks good. Ah, gorgeous. Pastel heaven this is. Oh, yet another really cutesy little hidden corner here. There's lots of these little laneways behind things where you've got these really sweet little stores. What did it say, Donny? Oh, dog ice cream sold here, for heaven's sakes. Oh, and a well. Lovely old well. Pick a pot of paint in the Cotswolds. Oh, they must make really lovely paints in there. Got doggy ice cream. Oh, look at this bread. Rosemary and sea salt focaccia. And the sausage rolls. My goodness, that looks like an incredible bakery. Really hard to work there. And that's a nice old-fashioned butcher. All my lovely vegan friends have to turn their eye, but that's a really good old-fashioned one with all the gorgeous cuts of meat in the window like you used to get. I bet the quality is incredible. Octavia's bookshop. Doesn't that look like something out of Harry Potter with the purple front? Really sweet. So this beautiful building is the Cirencester Museum, and our lovely host told us that Cirencester was the Roman name for Sirens Sister, but it was changed. During which time was it changed, darling? Around the 1200s. And she said, what a shame they didn't keep the Roman name for the town, but hence the Roman walls and ruins and etc. So we're off to try and find some of those. As you know, we love a great door knocker. This is a beauty. Oh, this beautiful red door with the most perfect knocker. And that beautiful house with that knocker, that is its story there. You following me? How gorgeous. Good evening from Sirens Sister. we're really enjoying our time here. We've just had a beautiful dinner and we're now, as the sun sets, walking down to what is Sirens Sister Roman. Not sure what that is there for. Very old stone. Amphitheater. And yes, you might say amphitheater because there are no stones, but it's a natural amphitheater that the Romans did build, and eventually I'm sure there would have been more than just this grass and these grassy knolls. There would have been totally stone underneath it, as David's saying, but it's really quite beautiful. And very beautifully formed, and there's a lot of different pathways and things heading off from it as well. So at the top of the park, there's this lovely orientation rock here with this lovely chart, if you like, of all the old Roman settlements really across England. Carinium, so that's where we are. You can see all the different Roman names, all the way up to the North Sea to the old name for York, Eburacum, Hadrian's Wall. Where is Chester, darling? Oh, Chester, where David was born, which is a Roman city. How interesting. There's so much Roman history all throughout Britain, and so many beautiful places that have incredible ruins and remains of the Roman Empire. It's really interesting indeed. Morning everyone, and it's a bit of a grey day in England today, which is kind of what you expect. We didn't expect to get here with 31 degrees like we did the other day. Now it's back to pretty normal English weather. Going to be a high of 19, but very grey, quite windy, and we're a little bit more rugged up, let's say, but it's not going to stop us from going out on a lovely adventure. So today, oh, by the way, I have to tell you...
1 kilometre, turn left onto Betty's grave.
There you go, you heard it. She just told us to turn left onto Betty's grave. And I said to David, oh, that's a bit gruesome. Some of the places, the names here are so funny. They're really cute. Anyway, we're on our way to Bibury. Now, Bibury is one of the most beautiful little villages in the Cotswolds, of course, but it's also been listed as the prettiest village in England, and it's when someone has a British passport, the design inside the covers of the passport are actually a drawing of Bibury. So it's a very popular place, and it may be busy when we get there. I'm not sure on a day like today at this time of the year how busy it gets, but it's only 9 kilometres from where we're staying, so we thought it would make a lovely little trip
turn
out.
Left onto Betty's grave.
There she goes again. And turn left onto Betty's grave, darling.
Bye.
There we go. So anyway, look forward to showing you this beautiful part of the world when we get there, but along the way we're just going by these beautiful cut hedges, gorgeous stately manors, beautiful dry stone walls, and it's just so pretty. And the English version of the cypress, the poplar tree. I love driveways of poplars. Reminds me of France. Well, this is certainly very beautiful. I can understand why people come and visit and why it's seen as being one of the prettiest villages. I'm standing in a noisy spot here, so I won't talk too much. I'll show you all the lovely quiet places. Well, we've arrived in beautiful Bibury and managed to find a really easy park. I can imagine how busy it gets here, but look at this, isn't this beautiful? This is part of the grounds of the river with these beautiful streams and parkways. It's part of this gorgeous Swan Hotel. Now, David's just given me a useful piece of trivia. These very large leaves that you can see here, the long, large leaves, David thinks, and if he's wrong, he's happy to be wrong, and people can tell us otherwise, but he remembers that if you were stung by nettles as a child, someone would rub a dock leaf on that sting and it took it away. Are we right or wrong? If anyone knows anything different to the contrary, let us know. But I thought that was a useful piece of trivia.
Like dock leaves.
They look like dock leaves, so he thinks they are. So we've now arrived at Arlington Row, which is the famous row of houses that is on the passport, as I was saying. And you can see this beautiful stone plaque here, bought and repaired by the Royal Society of Arts, AD 1929. So this is Arlington Row, and some of the groups of tourists have just moved on, so I thought I would try and come and show you a little bit. I have filmed some of the houses, but it's really very, very pretty. But the whole place is gorgeous and quite magical.
Darling, Christmas time.
The holly and the ivy.
This will be laden with red.
Yes, it's true, darling.
Oh, soft at the moment. Just
Really?
yeah, soft. They haven't hardened up yet.
Oh yes, that's true. That's so pretty. We finally got a quiet moment, and look, we've got nearly the whole of Arlington Row to ourselves. It doesn't happen very often. I can just imagine on a super sunny day here in a couple of weeks' time, it will be insane. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about this area and this little village, and sometimes you can hardly walk your way through the crowd. So we're feeling very, very happy to have a quiet moment. Relatively quiet, where we get to see something and film for you without crowds of people.
But it is a beautiful little row of
It's
houses.
really sweet. Let's go and discover the church now.
Okay.
We were just sauntering down to the church and came across this entranceway. Isn't this magnificent? Oh gosh. I wonder what lays behind those trees and walls. There's some beautiful properties here. And here is Bibury Church, which is just gorgeous. A beautiful clock tower, and it just has rows and rows of the most magnificent roses. A lovely old cemetery. Must go in for a smell. Oh, they're gorgeous. What do those ones smell like, David? Do they have a perfume? I bet they do. Is that a lovely one? Let's have a look at this one for all our rose fans out there. Oh, isn't it pretty? Oh, that one has a very gentle scent. We love checking out all the beautiful roses. You get beautiful roses in England, don't you? My friend Kel will be loving this, won't you, Kel? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, isn't it beautiful, David?
There's some smell coming from this one, I think. It's these ones. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a real tea rose.
Smell-o-vision.
Oh, yes, that is one. Sometimes you come across a rose that smells just like a rose perfume. That's one of those.
Yeah, you would think that Google would be able to figure that one out with all the technology and the billions.
Oh, it's a lovely one. And the weather is smiling on us once again. The sun's actually breaking through the clouds. And it's really quite pleasant now, isn't it, darling? Wandering around. It's not cold. It's just, well, it was only meant to be 19 degrees, but when the wind drops and the sun pops out, it's really lovely. It's the perfect temperatures actually for going for a stroll, isn't it? But now we're dying for a nice coffee and something to nibble on. So we'll head back towards the centre of the little village and see if we can find somewhere nice to sit. Can you see all those amazing trout? I think you can. I'm sure you can. Look at those. I actually had freshwater trout in my pêcherie when I was living in France, and we're having lovely bite to eat and coffee by the trout farms. It's so pretty. And you can see the people over there working. They do tours that you can go for a walk around. It's fabulous. Well, this is bucolic perfection. We've just stopped in this little tiny hamlet and everything about it is just quintessential English countryside, but in the heart of the Cotswolds. Isn't it beautiful, David? Just with the field with the two horses, the dry stone walls. I don't know if you can see them behind. I did film them. Let me show you again. They just go on and on and on. And the beautiful house, it's just wonderful. These lovely dry stone walls here. Everything that you see, I said to David driving here, everything that you see, I love watching Escape to the Country. I'm sure a lot of you do. And a lot of the things you see on Escape to the Country, I feel like I'm just driving through the program, so to speak. It's just, whenever I've watched them, I've thought, oh, I'd love to be there. And now finally I am. And it's just wonderful. So we're now walking just from the little car park. We're walking towards a sign that said it was a Saxon Church, which sounded so interesting. We thought we must go and visit that. So we just pulled over and let's go and see if we can discover this wonderful Saxon Church. It seems to be down this lovely walkway by the stone wall. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? This looks like beautiful. This was this beautiful manor, whatever, that we just drove by. And you can see they've got the most incredible gardens over the side of that wall. I can see the wonderful structures and plants and things poking up. And look at the quality of this dry stone wall. That is just amazing. And then out to the other side are those beautiful fields. I bet those two horses are very happy horses. Why wouldn't they be? Oh, and look at this lovely weeping willow, darling.
Yep.
Oh, it's like being Peter Rabbit country. Some very, very old stones again here. We've been seeing the most incredible stones in the churchyards. And some of them are so old that you can't even see the dates. But, oh, here we go. Oh, this looks incredible. Let's have a look. Wow.
Saxon Church
Wow.
means that it's before 1066.
Gracious. Did you hear that? Before 1066.
Because most of the churches
My
after that
goodness.
would have been Norman.
Wow. Oh, sweetheart, look. Very, very old cross. Stone cross. That looks so ancient.
It's actually wooden.
My goodness.
It's wood.
Oh, it is. Be petrified by now. We're seeing a lot of these very, very formal looking monuments everywhere in the old graveyards, and this one we were wondering when they were from, but this one is quite clear, to the memory of Thomas Barton, who departed this life April 7, 1843, aged 56 years. Also Betty, wife of Thomas Barton, who died, I think it says 1877, aged 80. Oh, so she lived a much longer life, which back in those days, I think 80 would have been like getting to 100 in the late 1800s. Oh, gosh. I've never been in a church, but they have gorgeous little, they're all hand cross-stitched cushions that you kneel upon. Could have done with those growing up. Oh wow, look at that. That's amazing.
It's old.
Oh, that's very old. That could be original.
No, I wouldn't say that old, but it's old.
Really? Let's check out this beautiful stained glass window here. Oh, we just realised that beautiful stained glass window there is of St Andrew, which is David's second name. Another Saxon Church. Oh, gosh, some of these churches though, they're almost a bit creepy, some of them. Don't you think? Oh, this is old and musty in here. I'm in love with this doorway, it's beautiful. My goodness, we were just saying, look how decorative these ones are. They're so beautiful. Like little faces of angels at the top. 1700s? 1700 and something, David can see, but there are 4 angels. I wonder if it was 4 darlings that died at the same time. Maybe a family, maybe 4 children, because it's all little angel heads at the top. Wow, I've never seen anything quite so beautiful like that. So decorative. There's a pheasant on the road. Oh, I just saw my first partridge and now we're passing pheasants. For heaven's sakes. Oh my goodness gracious, look at the size of this tree. Put your arms out, darling, so we can see. That is a massive, I think it's a redwood. And who knows how old that one is. David can't even get his arms around even, what? Oh no, it's actually more than that, darling. 1, 2, I'd say a quarter. You're not even, yeah. It's really, really big. Nick Ferrand, eat your heart out.